So, last we left off, as some of you might recall, indeed we seem to be hemorrhaging money quite significantly, and we also identified that our little workshop is unfortunately not really making us any money whatsoever. Upon doing a little bit of research, following the latest patch 1.8, the dynamics as to how workshops actually operate has been drastically adjusted, I should say, and as a result, I think I have come to the conclusion that the best way forward is to actually sell off our workshop at this time and potentially use the money in order to invest in a new venture, such as possibly a brand new caravan. So I'm gonna go ahead and do just that in order to get ourselves a bit of capital back real quick. Just gonna have to quickly see how I'm gonna pull that off. So we head over to the brewery, that is correct, manage workshop, and we can sell. Of course, we will take a significant hit in terms of the amount of money received back from it, but at least it is a little bit of cash that we can put to good use and hopefully manage to survive this financially. So off we go then, and we'll try and make as much money as we can, and upon doing so we will we'll see if we can acquire ourselves a brand new companion. I'm thinking maybe even going for an Aserai companion if such exists, and we will go from there. So found ourselves a few looters to kick things off. We'll start it off with a nice little battle to get ourselves all nice and warmed up. So, infantry on the front lines, archers on the background, we should be okay, and infantry will charge, bowmen will advance, horse archers will go ahead and engage, and cavalry will go ahead and engage as well. That's it. There we go. By setting the cavalry to engage, since a number of them I believe do have javelins, they should indeed possibly start engaging at the longer distance before actually just charging straight into them, is my at least initial intention in all of this. The enemy does start with quite the advantage here, starting all the way up on the hilltop like so. So it causes a bit of trouble in the fact that our archers cannot really begin engaging for quite a while, I would say. They have actually managed to put down one of my cavalry, as it turns out. The issue with looters, of course, since they come in with pitchforks and the like, they do have significant advantages when it comes to taking on cavalry like such. So we have, however, made it to the front line, so it's time for us to engage and try and take out the rest of the looters before they cause any more trouble, which we do indeed pull off successfully, so well done indeed to our entire team for that one. We'll take those prisoners. We do have a number of prisoners. We should possibly I'll tell you what, I'll hold on to these prisoners for now, and if the moment we have enough money to buy ourselves a brand new member as well as a caravan, I'll go ahead and invest the money accordingly to make us to start a brand new source of passive income, if you will. So before we proceed, therefore, we need to look at any possible wanderers, preferably of the Aserai faction, that we can go for. So it looks like the Falcon, pretty nice stats. I do indeed like that we have tactics and the riding coming in for this person. Wanderer also seems to be pretty good. Scouting as well coming in. I don't think the Falcon has scouting, as a matter of fact, so I would indeed say that those are the two main Aserai people to go for if we wish to turn them into caravan owners, if you will. So one of them is located over in Epicatory, which is currently being held by a gang of rebels, and the other one is currently situated over in Sibir. Sibir is all the way up in very, very northern territory over here, so it's gonna be a pretty long hike, but all things considered, it could indeed be a very, very worthwhile investment should we manage to pull it off. Along the way, I think it's best that we, of course, pick up as many enemies as possible to just provide us with a source of income. I'll go ahead and quickly resolve this and got ourselves a few more looters and some more bits and bobs to sell off accordingly. So yeah, I think we'll head over to Uyad's real quick and see if we can sell all of these looters and other pieces of equipment we acquired. Still earning a little bit of money from our mercenary contract, but not much if I'm completely honest, so that's gonna be a little cause for concern as time goes by. Let's see, what shall we sell? Anything here? No, we're good on food. We'll keep the horses and we'll sell off the remaining bits and bobs. At least manage to pay off another day's worth of wages. And now that has been complete, we'll also go ahead and kick things off with a tournament, which shall give us scale shoulder guards, which do usually cost a pretty penny. As I recall, might be slightly better than what I have. I think they are actually better than what we have, so we'll try and also use that to our advantage. Don't really see any particular plans or any particular lords on the enemy teams that I would like to focus down, so pretty much making this a bit of a free for all, if you will. Let's bring out a spear. Try and see if we can snag some targets. A little bit of time till we warm up and get ourselves on target here. Oh, that was a very, very poor throw on my end. Use the momentum. That's a good hit. 63. That one. Ooh, thought I nailed him. Go for you. Ooh, there we go. Sent him flying quite nicely. Time to actually bring out the weapon here, so we'll get our spear armed and ready. Careful now. Right, green guy turned his back. Yellow is currently a little bit vulnerable. I'll assist our ally here though, who actually does happen to be a lord, I suspect, so we may end up having to fight Taya at a later time. Also, seeing now that I think about it, we actually could also try and work our way towards trying to get ourselves a partner by getting married. So that could indeed be a very nice way to get ourselves a well-respected and powerful ally on our team without having to, I guess, pay wages. Technically speaking, we would need to pay dowry, I'm pretty sure, irrespective of whether we try and woo her to decide that we are a perfect partner, or just kind of arrange the marriage with one of her parents. But we'll see. All in good time. There you go. Get in. This will... Okay, nice. Good play. Was a little bit worried. I tend to find fighting against people like that on horse, who used to be on horseback with spears and are no longer on horseback. Quite troublesome usually, especially with the presence of a shield denying most damage. Now that was a very, very nice throw. Thankfully, having a good chest piece, allowing us to take the hit without too much hit hassle, I would say. Also, should make use of our own javelins. One of them landing right in the abdomen and eliminating that target. A bit too premature on the throw there, I see. Oh, shield saving him. Oh, one right into the horse's hind quarters there. Let's charge back on in. Try and get them. Oh, too early. Oh, they have managed to eliminate one of our people here. It's a problem. Actually, the lady that I'm fighting alongside. So time to eliminate one of these teams. I'd say red team was the best one to go for. Good job. Now that leaves us as the lone person on the yellow team. Green team down to one person, and probably the one we should focus on in order to secure our position inside the tournament. So we'll try and do just that. Assist blue team as well. Of course, if we can pick off someone from blue team, that would help too. But certainly securing our position in the tournament is our top priority here. Oops, careful. Come on, get green. Almost. Okay, green's down, so that does mean we will be moving on to the next stage of the tournament. Now it's just a matter of managing to secure the last person here to give us the best chance. Okay. Yeah, this is a tough one. I would, under the circumstances, I would rather be the person with the sword than the one with the shield, like this. We'll go for the horse instead, I guess. Desperate times, desperate measures. Oops, yep. As you can see, Close quarters like that, you don't tend to have the momentum to really, really damage your opposition. So I guess we will try and bring them off their course here, and that way then they should be a little bit more vulnerable. Right, let's open up the distance a little bit here. Perhaps again. Go for the force if needed. Nope, too far. That's the hit. There we go. Square in the face of that Mameluke Palace Guard. Right, ourselves versus Tahia, the Lady of the Lands, and she is bringing out her javelins to start. Smart maneuver. Change direction. There we go. Free hit. The free miss. Free hit there. Beautiful square. Turned her into a unicorn, the poor thing. Right, let's place the bet, make up a little bit more money here. And ourselves versus some Mameluke Palace Guard. They do have throwing skills. I believe they do actually come with throwing axes originally, so... Oops, just barely missing their ear. One more. Oh, that's it. We're in trouble. Yep. Alright, let's play this out, shall we? Okay, hang on, wrong button. Was hoping to see if I could get the kick off. Which button is the kick? There. Yep. E is the button you need in order to be able to cause havoc. If you have a shield, you'll give them a shield bash. If you're not holding up your shield, you simply kick them and make them stumble a lot more. But yes, awesome job. Got ourselves another shoulder guard, one which is identical to what we have. However, appears to be lighter since the bronze one is actually 0.4. I'm gonna assume kilos heavier here. So we'll sell that off and make ourselves an additional 1.2k right there. Good job, good job. So how are we gonna tackle this? I'd say we'll head towards Epicatory first. Meanwhile, also occasionally taking a look at the Wanderers to see if they have changed the location. For example, Falcon has actually headed to Rote instead. And Zara is still in Epicatory. So, Rote. It's actually a little bit closer here, so we'll try and charge it down really quickly. Oops, careful now. I engulfed her, chasing one of the our friendly caravans there. We'll also pick up some of these mountain bandits as well. A little bit more money. Indeed, as I suspected, we would lose someone. I actually thought it would be cavalry, but we ended up losing infantry instead. But that's all right. Let's put our pedal to the metal and try and get into place as quickly as we can here. Okay, odd one is a new army that's still out and about there. Just to confirm, clan companions. Hang on, near Garantur Castle. No, so okay, we do have someone who's currently supposedly trying to run a caravan. Not making much money, I'm noticing, only 21k thus far, which is concerning. Let's see. We do have the Falcon, beautiful. We'll have a quick chat and recruit them into our army. So, and he's a little 500 going there. There is an arena fight going on. We'll use the tournament to make a little bit more money again. What's available? Bronze pauldrons with neck guard. It looks lighter than what we have, but I think it's slightly less in the body armor sector. But it should still give us a pretty penny as a reward, so that's what matters to me. Too high. Go for the archer instead. Tough target, or actually a hard target, that one, given the armor they have. Cataphract, I believe. Yep. Ooh, just barely hitting it before our allied cavalry got in the way. Punched forward. We do have a sword. Let's go. Put them down. Good job. Let's also fill up with some javelins here. We can put these to good use against the remaining cav. Alright. Too high on that one. Try again. Nice hit. Swords out. Let's go. Get him. Friendly's covering us a little bit, and we did actually end up taking out one of the lords there. The lord by the name of Altenos got eliminated quite beautifully. Let's get a bit more in on the wager there, and we will focus down the legionary, the one with the highest armor values goes first. Move. Careful. Got him pincered. Jab. Or shield bash rather. Shield bash again. Oh, good kick. Nicely done. One more hit. That's the kill. Good work, good work. Increase our stakes a little bit more, and in we go. They do have archer. We do have an archer each now. Let's take out Mr. Shoulder Boy. Should be alright. Jab again. Took an arrow. Thankfully, only 9 damage taken. Got some excels in. Let's take out the veteran Broader, and we should be good to go. Nice. So all that remains is 1 versus 1 against an Imperial Crossbowman, I believe. We will stack up the remaining cash into the stake. We're not going to make much out of the betting, as it turns out. The more times you bet and actually come out victorious, the less you will actually win, or the less the odds will be in your favor in the future. Therefore, you will not get as much of a payout as a result. So previously, originally I think we were able to earn around 1.2k. Now we're down to 930k, or sorry, 930 gold in total for successfully winning the tournament. Nonetheless, that has been completed. Got ourselves the new armor, selling for an additional 1k, which is nice. That will help us out beautifully. There goes that. And what about perhaps selling those, ransoming the rest of the people? So it would cost us about 2k here to ransom off the prisoners, which would actually possibly put us at just enough to buy ourselves a caravan. If we were to start a caravan here, we'd go with the silversmith, I'd say. I don't believe that there is anything wrong with starting a caravan in an enemy's territory, to the best of my knowledge at least. Hopefully I am indeed correct in saying that. So let's go ahead and sell all the prisoners. I know we lost some strong cavalry in the process, but it would have cost us money to recruit them, and also would have affected our party's morale in the process. So we'll be able to get them back. So let's have a chat with you, sir. And we would like to form a caravan for 10,500 using the Falcon, and hopefully this caravan will be more profitable compared to our previous one. So we do have a new point available in one-handed as well as steward. Let's take a look here. Duelist would allow us to get double the renown from tournaments while also dealing more damage with a one-handed weapon without a shield, which is not what I do. Alternatively, melee troops gain 5% after every battle, and we also increase our hit points by 2. I would say increasing our melee troops experience is a superior option. As for steward, how are we looking here? We can reduce the consumption in armies, as well as if we were a governor, decrease the wages of our castles. Alternatively, any workshops would increase production. Seeing as we have just sold a workshop, that is quite unfortunate as far as timing goes. I wonder. Perhaps, do we want to get ourselves less food consumption in armies? I don't really have plans on creating armies just yet, but I think it could be something worth investing in, since the workshops don't tend to be as profitable as I thought that they used to be. Anyway, that has been completed, and now we can, I guess, possibly start looking for the the final person on the list, who is Zahara up in Epicatory. So let's quickly pick up a few more looters along the way, make a little bit of money. There we go, and send the troops for success. A few looters and a little bit of food and a few other bits and bobs for sale. Let's head to Epicatory. I'm quite curious as to whether or not we do indeed get engaged in combat if we end up running into any of the bands that serve up over here. Ooh, bad stack of looters. Might actually take these guys if I can. It's gonna be a tough one. 36 plus 13, that puts that 49 plus an additional 3. Well, that's quite a significant number of people, but over 50 looters against our 46. We'll give it a try, whatever. So let's set up shop here. Infantry forward, archers in loose formation. Cavalry will hold here in Skeen, and we'll also get ourselves some horse archers in loose formation. Hey Nicola, good evening, good evening. Hope you're doing well, and pleasure to have you tuning in this evening. Hope all's well. So, bowmen up front, up at the top here, slightly further forward if I can. There we go. Ooh, that's a big stack of people inbound. Infantry will hold here, cavalry will go up top, and horse archers will also hold a position here. Hang on, footmen there, and archers here. Let's go. Come on everyone to position, we need to pull this off successfully. Gonna be a tough fight, this one. Here they come. Javelins going out. There they go. Yeah, loads of people dying here to the infantry. We'll get our cavalry as well as our infantry to start the charge here. We'll try and get them in the flanks as they try and retreat here. No casualties taken. However, it does look like we will be victorious as they have broken their morale, or as we have broken their morale and can close in for the kill now. Yep, they have all started retreating. Javelins as well as arrows going in. So a cheeky little throwing axe as well being launched right behind them as well. There we go. The last few being finished off. One more remaining, and he goes down. Beautiful job, a beautiful job indeed. Not many people acquired as what's it called? As prisoners, unfortunately, but we will still be able to make money off of what else they have. As you can see, quite a good number of items. Nice. So let's go ahead and load out and head over to Epicatory and see what's going on around here. An army is being set up, which I'm suspecting. As it turns out, Epicatory is currently under siege. So if we do wish to go inside and acquire that ally, it ain't gonna be easy, and I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, we're gonna have to wait for the entire siege to end. So it's 400 versus 600. So I'll be honest, it does look like the rebels could actually win this one if they take their time. Hey Snake, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Cool little emote there. Hope you're well. So, let's go ahead and jump on into the fight, take on a few more looters while we wait. And we also do have a number of these rebel forces who have decided to join us into the fray as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Archers in loose formation and advancing. We'll put our mounted archers into engaging in loose formation. Cavalry can go ahead and follow me in the meantime. Okay, cool little cool map. This one does look like there is indeed a bridge as part of somewhat of a choke point, if you will. However, it's not really gonna matter too much against on 19 looters when we have so many people gunning for them so early on like this. But indeed, if this were to be a part of a large-scale battle, making use of the bridge and the water could be a good way in order to funnel the enemy into kill zones and truly mess them up real badly here. Sounds like the Warthog voice actors. The people when I'm shouting orders. I don't know. Could be. I mean, hell, if they were good enough to do it for one game, might as well do it for another, really and truly. So, gotta make that money somehow. Right. So, as we said, Epicatory is currently under siege, so we will have to hold off from assaulting the place, or rather, from heading on in and getting ourselves a brand new companion just yet. Still a little bit slow on the money making right now, which is unfortunate, but we have managed to get ourselves a little bit more afloat thanks to our latest caravan here. What else? What's available here to buy? There's a bunch of hardwood we could go ahead and purchase, and it's going for 15, and in certain places selling as high as 42. So that could be a very, very nice bargain. So we'll go ahead and buy, say, about 1.5k's worth. Yeah, I think that's about okay, and we'll see if we can go around finding places to sell it for a nice and tidy little profit. So, starting off with Sion, see what happens. So indeed, thank you for checking tonight's question of the day. So would you rather have your voice get deeper every single time you sneeze for a total of 30 minutes, or alternatively, every single time you have a hiccup, your voice gets more high-pitched for 1 whole hour? Haven't had hiccups in a while. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. It's been a hot minute since that's happened to me as well. But you never know. You never know. Different people have different opinions on what they would rather experience or not experience. So there we go. Sold some stuff. Unfortunately, hardwood is pretty cheap in this region. Could try and head over back down to Rote perhaps, and in order to sell off this hardwood. Hardwood here in Bannerlord is used as part of the for crafting, if you will, in order to go ahead and be able to smith your own weapons. So that is indeed the main reason as to why hardwood is can be quite sought after at certain stages in the game. There we are. Let's go ahead and sell off the few prisoners we have and check if we can make a profit. Indeed we can. So we bought it at about 15 as I remember. Currently selling for 48. The more we sell, the less profit we make. But indeed making a good profit overall of about 1.5k. Indeed increasing our trading skill by 13 skill points. Very good. Or else you can carry Pepper with me everywhere for sneezes and have a cool deep voice there constantly. Yeah, that would be cool. That kind of like turning yourself into what was that Twitch that part? There was a Twitch streamer quite a while back that everyone was that had a very very deep voice. He used to play Among Us quite a bit, as I remember. I've totally forgotten his name, but I'm sure that some of you indeed do know who I'm talking about. Right, so that has been completed. Corpse, yes, that's the one. Corpse. I knew you'd managed to figure it out the moment I was asking about it. Good job, man. Good job. But yeah, it's I mean, a lot of people were indeed quite that used to have quite interesting reactions the moment they heard Corpse's voice for the first time. So. I can dig it as well. It's a nice voice. Right, we have 57 days worth of food, which is okay for now. Trying to see if there's anywhere we can purchase some stuff and go ahead and sell it around to make a tidy little profit in the meantime. Which is, of course, the merchant's way, I guess you can say. Oh, we did make a profit that time. Daily change of 136 gold for on that particular day, thanks to both of our caravans turning a profit. So lovely to see that happening. Sumpters at 76 and mules at 83, and we'll buy a couple of midland palfreys as well. I think that's good. Nice. So from here, where would we try and sell this stuff? Could head up to Varcheg in order to get close to Epicatory again. Razos appears to be under siege, which is intriguing. I wonder who is currently going on the offensive against them. Caravan, not going to really attack Caravan at this time. I think it's okay. We're doing all right. Slightly less profit at 68 today, but we're okay. Let's keep pushing forward. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, Ikren the Swift riding along pretty close to our current location there, heading on to make some more money. We'll take out a few looters, auto-resolve coming out victorious, love to see it. Take the stuff and we'll keep on going. Alright, once this is done, I think I'll head back down south and see if I can potentially find myself a wife somehow. Since our character is quite old, is currently at the ripe old age of 51, I believe, we do indeed need to think about looking for an heir to the throne as soon as possible. Otherwise, we'd have to start a brand new playthrough, and I do have some cool ideas on what we can come up with for our future ones. So yeah, with the moment that Jassid unfortunately meets his fate, we will have someone else to take the reins, and yeah, show us what they're capable of. So we do have some. We're able to turn a little bit of a profit here with some of these horses, which is good. Unfortunately, these horses do indeed eat into our maximum weight that we can carry, so that is a slight issue. But we earned ourselves another trade point as a result. Anything we can buy here that we can sell elsewhere? Fish going at 9 apiece. Like to look for things that are maybe slightly more expensive and can turn a higher profit by selling them, possibly. Ooh, tools going at 68, selling for possibly 100 over in Rote. That does sound pretty good, actually. What else can we find? Linen at 130, going for 151. Not the best of rates, I'll be completely honest. Furs could actually be pretty decent. We'll buy 1 fur. What else goes for? Can we sell in Rote? Trying to look if I hover over them and the value here appears in green, that indicates to us that the cost is indeed that the price of that item is currently below the average price, and therefore we have a better chance of turning a profit by taking it and selling it. There we go. Couple of tools works for me. Not on below average. Not below average either. Beer is below average. Well, it's a food item, so the longer we hold on to it, the greater the chances that our units will actually end up eating it, and therefore we lose out on making a profit with it. Okay, think we have a few items to sell. I know it doesn't look like much, but if done correctly, can work out in our favor. Has Epicatory fallen? Yes, it has. Let's check to see. Zarah is indeed still currently located at Epicatory, so we shall swiftly charge on over and try and recruit them into our little band. That way, hopefully, we can add yet another person as a caravan rider in the area, and make a little bit more money as we go along. So, Zora, welcome aboard, and you shall join us for the price of 520. So about an entire day's worth here. We will need about 10.5k to turn that to start the caravan. So we'll have to keep on at it and see where we can make the money from. Take a few more looters. 1 injury, but they're okay. There we go. Snag a few more items, and we're fine. So, yeah, we do need to keep in mind we are indeed currently at war with the Vlandians, and as part of my plan here, if I do meet a Vlandian lord, I do wish to, at least for now, start by possibly decapitating as many of them as possible. So, yeah, can get a bit messy, but we'll see how it goes.